Hallo. Wir sind wieder zurück mit meinem Comfort Food. Also, wenn es eine Spieleserie gäbe, die ich wirklich mein Comfort Food nennen würde, dann wäre es Käse-G. Wir sind jetzt mal mit Kapitel 4 durchgegangen. Bei meiner langen Recording-Session für Dokumi. Und dementsprechend erstmal wieder ein bisschen Timeskip.
8月中旬、夏の盛り、うだるような暑さがトリスタの街を包み込む時期。デートから帰還した俺たちは5日ほどの短い夏季休暇を終えて授業や訓練を再開していた。
Die hatten wir 5 Tage frei? Okay. Nur? Sad.
そもそも士官学院は軍と同じく年末年始以外の長期休暇は存在しない。だが貴族生徒に限っては将来の領地運営の勉強などの名目で故郷への帰省が認められており、この時期1組2組の生徒たちのほぼ全員がトリスタから離れていた。そんな中、3組から5組までの生徒は彼らを羨みながらも勉学と修練に励み、俺たち7組のメンバーも全員がトリスタにとどまっていた。
Aber immerhin Anfang Klasse 7 sind da. Wenige Cavalora und Choosers haben beide nicht großen Grund abzuhauen. Reen will ja gerade ein bisschen Abstand haben. Oh. It's so hot, I'm dying in here. I'm sick of this heat already. Talking about it just was making me feel hotter. The academy should install all the air conditioner, at least then it would be a little easier to cope. An orbit air conditioner? What is that? Well, it's this device that blows out cool air to regulate the room's temperature. Maybe a tab if you think of it as the opposite of a stove. Ah, that's some kind of wizardry. I've heard of them, but aren't they supposed to be prohibitively expensive? Only the most modern buildings seem to be able to afford them. Do you have one in your house? Well, there is one in Reinford's company corporate headquarters, yeah. It'd be nice if my mother could spare one, you know, for the academy. She's the board of directors for. Seems a bit too much to hope for. It's a military academy, so I doubt we can expect to be indulged quite that much. Fair. Ich würde nicht viel von der Militärakademie erwarten, to be honest. Still, the machine type is cool, keep cool in the summer. Whoever first invented it should get a medal. I admit, the summer heat here is more difficult to cope with than in Legram. But as long as I think it is another part of my training, it doesn't bother me all that much. Also Frage des Mindsets anscheinend. We're like a similar summer heat rates, but there is usually a breeze blowing in from the canyon at this time of year. It does make summer a bit easier to manage. My hometown's up in the mountains, so it's pretty cool even around this time of year. Actually, now that you mention it, I would have thought you three would go back home for the summer, being nobles all. You were given permission, weren't you? If everyone else was going home, I would have considered it. In the end, I decided to decided against it. I mean, it wasn't all that long ago I got to see Elise. Maybe next year. I came here to train. Until I feel like I've made significant progress, I have no intention of returning home. Some of you saw my father's mansion. Do you think I'd go back to a place like that willingly? Fair. Also, Juice hat auf jeden Fall den größten Grund, nicht nach Hause zu gehen. How much was I here and take my chances with heat stroke? You're really that uncomfortable at home, huh? So, what as it is, there's a lot going on right now. I doubt all the people headed to that conference at the end of the month have much time to be worrying about the heat. It's a real trade conference. You make a good point. Ja. Ich glaube, ich muss schon fast gar nicht Kontext geben. Das Game macht es eigentlich schon oft genug von sich aus. You're talking about the Western Marine Trade Conference, right? That's the one. There's never been an international conference on that scale before, at least not in modern times. Major Tito Kwa, who also happens to be the International Bank of Crossbell's CEO, was the one who first proposed it. I've heard that Prince Olivier will be attending on behalf of His Majesty the Emperor. And Chancellor Osborne is supposed to be attending too. Und Rocksmith und der Prinz von Nomeferia und Claudia. Ja. It's crazy to think we met them both just a few weeks ago. The Chancellor in particular was a pretty intimidating figure. Seems like a big scary monster. I've heard he served in the Imperial Army before becoming a politician. 11 years ago, His Majesty entrusted him with the position of Chancellor. Supposedly, full 70% of the Imperial Army is under his jurisdiction. His real fame comes from establishing most of the nation's railway network centered on the capital, though he's also been responsible for annexing several smaller countries and independent states around Erebonia. I believe those all took place without any bloodshed, though, at least as far as I'm aware. Ja. Das haben wir bisher noch nicht so groß mitbekommen, die Annexierungen von einigen Ländern im Raum von Erebonia. Das wurde immer mal hier und da wieder erwähnt, aber keine größeren Details. Also, das wird noch Thema werden. I wouldn't put too much stock in what he's selling. Military spending in this country has increased exponentially since he took up his position as Chancellor. And it's only possible thanks to the tax revenue he claims from the people of Heimdall and those annexed nations. Well, he has on order the construction of those railway guns that we've got pointed at Crossbell too. At one point, Erebonia was on the verge of a full-scale war with Calvert because of those things. Oh yeah, I heard it was actually the Barrow that proposed a way to avoid an armed conflict. Mm-hmm. Then I'm signing the non-aggression pact, right? Yeah, though, as I'm sure you've noticed, there's still quite a bit of tension between the two countries. I wouldn't be surprised if the issue reared its head again during the trade conference. Oder etwas später? As we know. Wir wissen ja, was bald mit Crossbell passiert. Chancellor Osborne's been a really popular figure in the capital now. Popular enough that he seems to have a group of terrorists after him. He does seem to be the Imperial Liberation Front main target, doesn't he? You know, the amount of judgment that shall topple the dictator and all that. Indeed, they seem to harbor a deep-seated grudge against him. The anger seemed a bit unusual in its intensity, didn't it? It does seem like the type would make a lot of enemies, especially with a face like that. Ja. Ja. Er hat wie auch wiederum recht. Well, one of us be ill of my father's close ally, but... Come to think of it, isn't the instructor awfully late? It's well past the time of homeroom to start. True, it should have started about 10 minutes ago, actually. I swear, that woman. She better not be slipping off another hangover back at the dormitory. Wouldn't put it past her. I wish I could say that there's no way our upstanding instructor would do that, but I wouldn't be surprised.
こらこら、今日は違うわよ。
Wie es aber doch sagen muss, heute. Also, today. Und ist das schon jetzt das, was ich denke? Instructor.
おはようございます。
Good morning, Instructor. Also, ich muss ja nicht gerade nicht
お
was.
はようみんな。
Es ist ja auf einmal so Voice Acting rüber geswitcht. Ich finde es weird, wie es manchmal random mit Cutscene einfach zu Voice Acting rüber switchen.
で、遅れたのにはちゃんと訳があってね。今日はみんなに新しい仲間を紹介するわ。
What?
編入生。
Mhm.
本当ですか？
Uns wurde ja Hilfe versprochen. Wusst
それじゃ入ってきて。
うっす。
Ja gut. Ich würde sagen, dass Crow die Hilfe ist. は
あれ ?2 年のアームブラスト先輩
Ich finde es schön, wie sie im Japanischen fragen, weil ist das nicht Crow Armbrust? Unser. Ich bin gerade überlegen, was ist eine gute Übersetzung für Senpai eigentlich ins Deutsche? Hm. Vor allem im Schulkontext. Fällt mir gar nicht ein.
クローアームブラストです。
Ah ja, aber in der englischen Übersetzung sagt sie, ist er nicht ein ja, Schüler aus dem zweiten Jahr, ja?
今日から皆さんと同じ7組に参加させてもらいます。てなわけでよろしく頼むわ。
What?
どういうことですか
いやー、これには非常に深刻かつデリケートな事情があってだな。
よく言うわよ。こいつ1年時の単位をサボっていくつか落としててね。このままじゃ卒業できないって慌てて泣きついてきたのよ。それで特例として3ヶ月ほど7組に参加することになったわけ。
なんだそれは。思いっきりどうしようもない理由じゃないですか。
Accurate.
知ってるかもしれないけど、去年アークスの試験導入に参加した実績もあるからね。その点に関しては君たちのいいお手本になるかと判断したの。
Ja, was Combat und alltäglichen Skills und dieses Wissen angeht, ja. Im schulischen Kontext, nein. Oh, hell no. Er hat vieles, wie nennt man das? Hat man noch ein spezifisches Wort dafür. Einfach, er hat ein gutes Allgemeinwissen. Das auf jeden Fall.
特別実習にも参加してもらうから、そのつもりでいてちょうだい。
いやー、一通り説明されちまったか。ま、そういうわけでよろしくな。同じクラスになったからには先輩後輩抜きで行くとしようぜ。
はあ、なかなかそういうわけにはいかぬと思うが。ぶっちゃけ軽すぎ。
Sehr schön.
さあ教官、扉が開いたままということは
Unsere. Ich wollte gerade unsere zwei sehr aufmerksam, weil eigentlich ist das Vieh, aber geil, das ist sehr aufmerksam, was das angeht. Hey, does that someone else too? Mhm.
それって。
あら、バレちゃった？というわけで出てきて挨拶しなさい。
ああ、待ちくたびれちゃったよ。へへへ。
What?
何
Milliam. Welcome.
君は
ナルド高原で会った。
お久しぶりだね。
So. Und wir wissen ja schon indirekt, was für Kontakte und ja, zu welcher Gruppierung sie mitgehört. Mehr sage ich nicht. Aber ihr könnt euch den Rest denken, wofür sie hier ist.
初めての人もいるから改めて自己紹介するね。僕はミリアムオライオンだよ。こっちがガーちゃん。正式名称はアガートラム。
Ich finde schön, wie das Bowser sich auch stolz vorstellt. Auch wenn die seine Sprache nicht verstehen.
オーロックス砦で見た。するとノルド高原でそなたたちが会ったという。
ああ、そのでっかいのは教室内で出すのは禁止ね。下手に壁でも壊されたら私が怒られちゃうから。
しょうがないな。そんなわけでよろしくね、7組のみんな。
Wir sind auch richtig am Pausen dafür ist. Tell me you're kidding, please.
私もその方が面倒がなくていいんだけどね。
なかなか面白くなりそうじゃねえの。
Gross auch wieder damit, sehr laid back, was das angeht. Aber ja, ich will nicht so viel zu Gross sagen. 3 days went by. At first, more and more sure what to make of Cora Armbrust and the Intelligence Division agent William Orion's sudden transfer into Class 7. But within a matter of days, it almost felt like they had been there all along. Ja gut, dass sie zwei keine Probleme haben, reinzupassen, das Wort zu erwarten. I'm sure none of you need to be reminded that it was none other than Emperor Trixus who ended the War of the Lions. But do you know that historical records tell us he had amazingly few soldiers under his command? Initially, his allies numbered only a few confidants and several warriors from North. And while supporters rallied to him in each region, his ranks still couldn't hope to compare to the other princesses' armies. Nonetheless, they continued to advance, liberating region after region, and after half a year of bloody battles, Prince Trixus met perhaps his most well-known supporter. William, right? Would you happen to know the historical figure to whom I'm referring? Sure do! Jens Unlord, also known as the Landsmaiden. Oh, right you are, well done. Senat was the daughter of a count who ruled over a remote region, and accounts tell us she showed great martial skill from a young age. In particular, the skill with the lance was unparalleled. The records exist of her ever being bested in combat. Na, nee, da hat sie uns nur gewinnen lassen. Sie hat uns ja nur gewinnen lassen. The Landsmaiden also had a group of mighty warriors under their command. Außerdem kommt es noch später. Das ist noch nicht der Zeitpunkt, wo das passiert. Who fought alongside her in battle. Perhaps you would like to illuminate us the names of this famous band, Reen. The crew of mighty warriors that was led by the Landsmaiden. That's the... Ich finde es schön, wie sie hier eine Aufgabe erwischen will. Die Grazritter? Nein, das sind die von der Septian Church. Stahlritter? Nein, das sind die derzeitigen, die unter, die derzeit unter der Landsmaiden arbeiten. Das waren die Eisenritter. The Eisenritter, also known as the Iron Knights. They were a band of knights said to be able to charge across the battlefield like lightning, cutting down all in their path. Correct, you've done your homework. The wandering prince met the Landsmaiden one day during a prolonged conflict in a remote region of the country. After recognizing each other as reliable and trustworthy, they pledged to fight together under a united banner. With the Landsmaiden and her knights bolstering his ranks, Trixus' army swept through one region after another. In just a year, he was able to defeat the other princess and free the imperial capital Heimdall. As an interesting footnote, the castle the Eisenritter used as their base of operations 250 years ago just so happens to be only a hop, skip and a jump away from Roar's home in Legram. Indeed, it's known as Lohengrin Castle. It's a beautiful old building situated on the shore of Lake Ebel to the west of Legram. Oh, you've mentioned it before. Does anyone live there now? No, due to the dangerous terrain there, no one goes near it. These days it exists simply as a relic of a bygone age. Ich finde es auch schön, wie die Crow die ganze Zeit im Hintergrund am Pennen ist und auch keiner was sagt. The outside family is responsible for the care and maintenance of the castle, though really only minimum work is done. Speaking of the outside house, was one of your ancestors the second in command? Indeed, the landsmaid's most trusted assistant and confidant, from what I understand. The Sandlot family line ended with the death of the landsmaiden, and it's partly because of that that the outside family mourns her death each year. I see. Ooh, what a fascinating story. Hey, come on, never had a mission there, so I've not been able to go. Maybe you should have stopped by when I went to Barrier a while back. Ich finde schön, wie es genau wie Vieh auch einfach nicht den Mund hält über ihre Herkunft und einfach diese Anekdoten droppt. Random. You'd think she would at least try to conceal the fact that she gets sent all over the country on secret missions. Yep, not Milliam. You know, she totally just let it slip that she was doing something in Barrier Heart too. Well, I suppose it's better than her being all distant and cagey around us. Fair. Okay, so tomorrow's a free day, which means the next Wednesday you'll have your usual practical exam. You better all bring your A game. Oh, Miriam and Crow? If you must have instructional materials you guys are going to need as part of Class 7 finally showed up. I'll hand that stuff off to you once we're done here, so I want you to come with me to the faculty lounge. Righto! And what a track! Alright, all rooms out for the day. Flee! Flee while you can! I guess, if you do the honors. As instructor. Alright. Well, and leave. So, what do you think? Well, I don't think we have to be on our guard around her at least. Same. Thought wherever she kept that giant silver thing of hers, and I don't think she is a bad girl. I was taking a nap in the courtyard yesterday and she came and fell asleep next to me. 2 peas in the pot. What does that have to do with whether or not she is trustworthy? They look like a couple of kittens all curled up together. And their personalities may be worlds apart, but they're both rather cat-like in their own ways. She can't be more than 12 or 13, still practically a child. Yeah, you're right. She should chipper all the time that it's hard to really be cold toward her. Yeah, I don't think I could bring myself to spurn her. She's got this natural charm, I think. Be it as it may, her presence here reeks of blood and iron, if you take my meaning. Ja. Very much so. Also, ja, definitiv. Well, certainly seems that way.
私としてもささやかながらさらなる協力をさせてもらうつもりだ。ま、楽しみにしてくれたまえ。
It's hard to believe a girl like that could be an agent of the intelligence division. But just going off what happened in Nord, there's not much that would make me doubt it now. And then there's that thing, Artaglam, that's always with her. She calls it Lamy, but aside from its name, we don't really know anything about it. It seems to be made of some strange material, with both metallic and ceramic properties. Hard but pliable. Great. It doesn't look like anything you could make even with the most cutting edge of the technology. I touched it, it felt really nice and cold. Ah, so you actually touched it? Yes, it came to notice that it seems strikingly similar to the combat shells we fight in our practical exams. I think it's safe to assume that they share some kind of common origin. Yeah. The instructor said she was forced to accept it, though in a sense, Miriam was forced on us too. Hm? Parallelen? Ja. You're welcome to think what you will, but I don't trust her. Diese Worte von Juice sind sehr interessant, wenn man bedenkt, wie sich das noch später entwickelt. Man hat einfach die Worte von Juice im Kopf und guckt nochmal in 2 Spielen nochmal nach, so von wegen, ja. You will see. Anyway, she's technically our classmate now, like it or not. It may be a little early to tell whether we can trust her as a friend. But we should be able to figure out pretty quickly whether we can count on her as a member of Class 7. Ah, but that's a logical way of breaking it down, at least. You're right, it's still pretty early to make sweeping judgments. Knowing her background would be great, but what's really important is whether we can count on her in the fight. Agreed, as students of a military academy, that's probably the most important issue. We have to wait and see. Well, considering we're in the same dormitory, it would be good if we all got along. Yeah, I wouldn't want her to think we're trying to make her feel welcome either. And there's Crow. What's he like, Green? You seem like you get along with him pretty well. I don't put it quite like that. If I had to say, I'd describe him as a capricious gambling addict. Pretty prone to ante up for every hand. I don't tell us. He sounds like the kind of miscreant one would be better off avoiding. We can honor him when the chips are down now. He really helped me out last month when we went into the old schoolhouse. He's good in fights and pretty handy with his archers too. Maybe we're wearing or nothing then. Still, I'm not really sure how to connect with him, you know. Well, at least we're in separate dorms for the time being. We just have to see how things go. Not for long. I mean, wir haben doch mitbekommen, es sind jeweils bei den Frauen oben und bei den Männern unten eine Tür, die hier zum verschlossen wird. Das werden jeweils Crows und Millions Räume werden. Hello, Reen Schwarzer speaking. Tom, well, this is a surprise. What can I do for you?
7組に新しい子が入ったでしょ。学生手帳ができたから早めに渡しておこうと思って。その前にも渡したし、リン君に頼んでもいいかな。
Oh, you're talking about Miriam. Sure thing, I'll come get it right away. You want me to swing by the student council room then?
よろしくね。
You sure doesn't waste any time. I should head on over to the student council room before it gets too late. Vorher werden wir aber uns noch ein paar Character Profiles holen. Und mit Lehrern sprechen. Wir wollen erstmal in die Zero. Zero, boah, nochmal. Ach ja, nochmal Zero. You find plenty of friends during a time here at 4th Marine, and not just in your own year, either. You forge friendships with second years, instructors, and staff alike. You're the kind of person that people can feel confident placing their trust in. Well, thank you very much. But when you say it like that, it makes me a little self-conscious. Or on the contrary, you should be proud. Well done. As one of the instructors tasked with handing out the line compliments this year, he will present you with the Medal of Friendship. Lol. Okay. Ich wusste nicht, dass man das von ihm kriegt. Thanks so much. Sweet honor. I don't really know what to say. I'm not really used to this sort of thing. Neither am I, to be honest. But I suppose all I can ask is that you continue to deepen your friendships with everyone. I'll be cheering you on as you do. Oh, thank you. Liegt es daran, weil ich noch eine schon alle Link-Level fertig? Kriege ich die Medal of Friendship, weil ich die ganzen Link-Levels habe? My father was in his attempt to convince me to return home. He said, as the daughter of the Count all-time, I have to do this to attend to. I in turn explained to him that as an instructor, my highest priority is my devotion to my students. I probably won't be able to be quite so selfish once I'm married. Wait a minute, the all-time family is one of the best-known families in the Sutherland province. Guess Instructor Mary has more to worry about than I thought. Between teaching classes and acting as an advisor for free clubs, there's simply no time for me to return home. The orchestra is performing tomorrow too. The life of an instructor is a fulfilling one indeed. So, double checking, dass wir auch den Character Profile wirklich bekommen haben. Sorry, Instructor Mary. Ah ja, Daughter of Count Hoffman. So. Dann gehen wir nochmal in die First Floor. Hatte ich schon mal den Medal of Friendship schon mal gehabt? Nö, ist wirklich neu. HP, Death und Art Defense. Oder 4 Lionheart Medals. Ich habe nur 2 von den 4. So. Ah, wir kriegen von denen von Beatrix und von Marco auch noch Medals. Alright, come here a sec. I've got a real air of confidence since I first showed up here at Forts. Really? I haven't really noticed much of a difference. But maybe it's because of all the difficult borders you've had to face over the course of the year. As I've heard, you've been through a lot on those field studies or whatever. I've got to give this to someone. I figured it might as well be you. What? Oh, I'm in charge of handing out one of the Lionheart medals this year, so yeah, it's a matter of valor. Congrats. Okay, someone double this thing with it. Oh, thank you so much. It's a real honor to be awarded something like this. And keep up the good work, I guess. Naturally, I got it last year, and to be honest, I think you're on track to accomplish just as much as they did. I don't know if I'll be able to pull it off, but it's going to motivate me to work even harder from now on. Infirmary. Schwarzer, it seems as though you've been working hard on your field studies and even harder when you help the student council. I can only imagine how many people you've helped tackle their problems, all by showing compassion and honor. As instructor here at Forest, you could not have made me prouder. It's very kind of you, but I'm not sure I've done anything someone else in my shoes would have. To be honest, I would say people I've helped me let me develop as a person, so it's anything but a chore. The more you talk, the more right I know I am. I represent you with the Medal of Compassion. We searched around this last year, so no, you're in good company. But this is far from a formal award ceremony. I do hope you will accept. So this is quite an honor. Of course I accept. Thank you very much. The ability and the will to help others is a precious thing. I hope that you continue to do so as you grow older. Yup. Entschuldigt mich hier. Einfach irgendein random NPC. Okay. So. Now speak to Emily. Emily. An academy field. Du bist Emily? Nee, du bist Paula. Church's parents told her to come right home for a summer break. Apparently, they're not too pleased that she's hanging out with a commoner like me. Also, she got a real tongue lashing for it when the first one out too. But even about that, she never stopped talking to me. We don't make friends. That's true as the ratio every day. There's not even practice day, but first check me out here anyway. But I believe this is the same girl who didn't want to bother to clean up not too long ago. Emily, let us have to leave the past in the past where it belongs. Dann ist sie hier? Ist sie second hier? Könnte auch ein second hier sein. Ja, sie ist second hier. Sehr schön. So, you can find a black cat on a bench by the field entrance. Soleil? Soleil. Bei der bench, the field entrance? Wo? Ach, hier. Enjoy your fresh milk. Dann können wir noch mal. Kenneth ist nicht hier. Widget Kenneth gerade. Also im Fishing Club Room. Okay. Ich würde mal bei Kenneth nochmal checken, ob wir noch was haben.